Czechs say the darndest things, and I'm not just talking about their very direct opinions, which for some Americans and Brits can be almost too direct. The Czech language also has brilliant idioms, and I love learning them because they provide a little window into the Czech mentality. So today we're going to learn some charming Czech idioms, and I've asked a few of my American friends to try them with me and see if they can guess what they mean. Mako is my hilarious American friend from Hawaii who lives in Prague. Selena is a globe-trotting nurse. Vanessa is the co-owner of Pacer Clothing Boutique here in Prague. And Allie is an on-camera host who lives in Chicago, and she also has Czech roots.
I'm keeping my fingers crossed that I make my Czech ancestors proud, but I have a feeling I will not.
But before we get into the Czech idioms, I want to tell you a funny story about an English idiom sponsored by italki. So for many years, I specialized in teaching business English online, and my students were really motivated because they needed English to work in their international firms or to get a job where English was required. I will never forget when one of those students, who was in his mid-30s, told me he'd be right back because he had to go do a number one. Okay, this is not an expression that adults use in English. This is an expression that little children use to tell their parents what they just left in the toilet. This poor student had learned this expression in some American TV show, and he didn't understand that it was not appropriate to use among adults. This is why it is so important to practice the language you're learning with a native speaker, so you don't accidentally tell your business colleagues what you plan to go do in the toilet. If you're trying to learn another language to improve your career, there's nothing better than regular conversation practice with a native speaker. Exactly like you find on italki. italki lessons really suit business professionals because you don't have to waste time going to and from a language school. You can easily squeeze in an hour on your lunch break. An italki teacher can help you write more professional business emails, help you prepare a presentation, or even prepare for an interview. If you want to earn more money, if you want to work in an international firm, or if you just want to upgrade your CV, then definitely check out italki. I'll leave my link below, and you can enter the code DRŽÍM at checkout to get a trial lesson as low as €1. Okay, on to Czech idioms. How do you think the Americans are going to do?
This one's gonna be hard.
Držím palce.
DRŽÍM PALCE.
Držím palce. Držím palce. I'm holding my thumb.
You want to say something, but you know it's a bad idea, and it's just better to hold your thumbs and not say anything.
Or you're excited, kind of a nervous excitement.
But it really means good luck.
I feel like this means kind of like our version of like keeping your fingers crossed, like for good luck. I'm holding my thumbs, like good luck.
Je to pro mě španělské vesnice.
It is for me a Spanish village.
A Spanish village may seem very foreign, since back in the days people weren't traveling outside.
I think that would mean something beautiful because I love Spain.
When they're like, oh, it's like a Spanish village, they think it's like, oh, it's like a party, we're gonna drink a lot, and just like have a good time.
Maybe Czechs say this if they're introduced to like a completely new topic. And so if they say, it's a Spanish village to me, it just means I have no idea what you're talking about.
Someone has no idea what's going on.
Je to pro mě španělská vesnice. In English, we would say it's all Greek to me. Like, whatever you're talking about is totally confusing and I understand none of it.
To je jiné kafe.
To JINY KAFE.
To je jiné kafe.
It's a different kind of coffee.
Maybe I would say this if I have something to eat and it tastes like, can I swear?
It's not coffee, it's tea.
Maybe because people have special preferences on their coffee. If you tell someone like, oh, that's a different coffee, it's like something that's like not for you.
It reminds me of tomato, tomato, like just saying something different.
Like it's a different flavor to me. Like you're trying something for the first time.
To je jiný kafe. In English, we would say it's a different kettle of fish, or it's apples and oranges, meaning it's something totally different from what you're talking about, or it's not comparable.
Snídaně na vidličku.
Snídaně na vidličku.
Breakfast on a fork. What?
Breakfast on a fork.
Breakfast on a fork.
I think it reminds me of like a bird in the hand is worth more than two in the bush. So it seems like something that you have this right now, don't try to go for something else.
Like breakfast on the fork, like you have more time for something. So maybe you would say something like this, like when you're on holiday, or you just like want your wife to like calm down, like snídaně na vidličku, like just chill out.
I believe this one means like a hot breakfast, like brunch. So instead of grabbing a pastry and a coffee and running out the door, you actually sit down and take your time and you eat a hot breakfast, I think.
VETŘÍT se někam.
VETŘÍT se NÉKAM.
VETŘÍT se někam.
To rub oneself in somewhere.
To rub oneself in somewhere. I have a very dirty thought about this, and I'm not gonna say it, but I think everybody like kind of gets what you would think of if someone says, I'm rubbing myself somewhere.
Yeah, I think someone's not.
Can't believe I just did that.
Yeah, this one should not be translated literally. So what it actually means is to crash a party or to go to a meeting that you're not supposed to be in. It's like to kind of squeeze yourself, rub yourself into... Moving on.
DÁMSKÁ, JIZDA. I'm sorry, but before we get into what that means, JIZDA?
Dámská jízda.
Ladies ride.
That sounds like a woman's in control.
Like ladies' choice.
I feel like this is when someone is like shopping for a car and some guy would be like, oh, like you can't get a car in that color because that's like dámská jízda, like it's for a ladies' ride or something.
Dámská jízda means a ladies' night. I think you could even say it for like a bachelorette party. I like it. I'm gonna use it from now on. Let's go out for a ladies' ride on the 22 tram.
Oh, I love this.
Pít jako DUHA.
Pít jako DUHA.
Pit, JAKO, DUHA. Drink like a rainbow.
Drink like a rainbow.
Drink like a rainbow. That's cute.
I don't know what that is, but that is now going to be my new favorite saying.
When I think of a rainbow, I think of rain, and then when I think of rain, I think of water, and then when I think of water and drinking, I just think peeing.
Czechs are much smarter about drinking than Americans, and I think Americans are always like having beer and then shots and then a margarita, and then they have no idea why they feel like shit the next day.
If you go out to a bar and you drink like vodka, gin, wine, tequila,
I say just to keep drinking and drinking and drinking and drinking.
whiskey, scotch, all the things.
You drink so much, you just need to pee so much, and you create a rainbow.
Absinthe, like you're really kind of drinking like a rainbow because you're trying a bunch of different things.
They were pretty much all on the nose with this one, but I really like the added emphasis on drinking all the colors of the rainbow. I'm not sure if that's exactly what it means, but that's how I'm going to think of it from now on.
PADAJÍ, TRAKAŽE.
PADAJÍ, TRAKAŽE.
PADAJÍ, TRAKAЖE.
Wheelbarrows are falling. Maybe they fall on a hill?
From the sky, I'm assuming. That would be horrific.
That means that you're on such a steep hill that the wheelbarrows are falling.
Wheelbarrows are falling, things just aren't getting any better, you're gonna be suffocated, probably smashed to death by a wheelbarrow.
Sounds as if the world is ending. Oh, maybe that's it. Like, you know, when like pigs are flying or when hell freezes over, like maybe this is the same thing because it's like the world is ending.
Hashtag 2020 PADAJÍ TRAKAŽE.
Shit's going bad, is what it sounds like.
PADAJÍ TRAKAŽE. It's kind of a strange expression. It means like it's raining cats and dogs, which is fairly strange in itself. So it just basically means it's raining a lot. Heavy rain.
J'ai to bordel.
It's a bordel.
Oh, I'm pretty sure I've heard Lubo say this before.
It's a brothel.
I hear this a lot. I didn't actually know bordel meant brothel.
It's just like a mess. But I mean, our brothel's messy, I don't know. Maybe someone who's been in a brothel can have some insight for this.
Hey, that's what I heard.
But I just thought that people said this if something was like a piece of crap or something was going awfully wrong, like get the bordel.
Maybe it's like an expression for like the seedy underbelly of a place. Like the side of town that you don't go to or you don't tell your girlfriend that you're going to, but then you go anyways.
So I hear je to bordel in the context of a physical mess, but I don't know if it also means like a metaphorical mess. Like she's a hot mess, meaning like her hair extensions are falling out and her mascara is running down and she lost a shoe or something. Like, I don't know if they use it for people, like ona je bordel, bordela, maybe. It means it's a mess.
Ooh, this sounds dramatic.
Zlom vas.
Zlom vas.
Zlom vas. Oh my god, I've definitely heard of this before.
Break a neck. You're just wishing someone to break their neck. Like, die.
You're really mad about something, like, look at this person behind me, they're not keeping 2 meters distance. Zlom vas.
Same thing in English. We say break a leg.
Or break a leg, as in good luck.
Maybe it's the same thing as DRŽÍM PALCE. Like, break a neck out there.
Ali and Mako got it right this time, but I do appreciate Vanessa's willingness to break the neck of the guy behind her who didn't respect the social distancing rules.
CHODIT, KOLEM, HORKÉ, KAŠE.
CHODIT, KOLEM, HORKÉ, KAŠE.
To walk around hot porridge.
These food ones, I just like, I'm so hungry.
This has me stumped. My first initial thought is like someone who walks around a mess but like doesn't pick it up.
Hot porridge must be really sticky. And if you're in a sticky situation and you're not sure what to do, you would just be like, oh, CHODIT, KOLEM, HORKÉ, KAŠE.
Oop, I didn't see it. Walking around hot porridge, didn't see it.
You're not getting to the point because you're walking around hot porridge, and hot porridge in this instance is the root of the problem, the elephant in the room, and you're just walking around it and avoiding the topic.
Mako wins this one. In English, we would say to beat around the bush. So basically to talk about everything but not the main topic at hand.
Poslední kapka.
Poslední kapka.
Poslední kapka. The last drop. So I'm assuming that's like something is so good you have to drink all of it to the last drop.
If you have a bottle of wine,
Shoop, shoop, like drink it, bottoms up to the last drop.
you drink it till the last drop. You drink it to the poslední kapka.
Like the glass of wine I'm gonna pour myself immediately after this.
I love how all of the ladies focused on the last drop of alcohol. I feel like they'd all fit in to the Czech Republic very well, but poslední kapka actually means the last straw. So in English we would say, when he cheated on me with my best friend, that was the last straw. That was the straw that broke the camel's back, meaning that's the last thing. I'm now breaking up with him. I want to thank these ladies for taking a stab at some pretty difficult pronunciations and idioms. Tak uvidíme se příští týden. Ahoj!